Well, all right. We are going to talk some snowshoes this morning, and got the wood stove cooking. It's warming up in here. It's feeling good. Got a nice day coming on, and we're going to talk snowshoes. And I've brought 3 of my most favorite brands of snowshoes to show you guys. The first one is TSL. This snowshoe is the Symbioz Elite. TSL is a French company, and their snowshoes are manufactured in France, so that's pretty cool. TSL probably has made the biggest advancements in snowshoe designs over the last couple of years. If you can hardly believe there was room to make improvements to a snowshoe, well, check out a TSL. The first thing that I find super impressive is that the binding is adjustable for any boot size. Most all boot sizes. But the unique thing about that is as you adjust that for your boot, the climbing bar is always going to be in the correct position for you. So whether it's a small shoe or a big boot, that climbing bar is going to be in the correct spot. The Elite has a little cam buckle. So when that's open, slide your boot in, toe into the front of the binding, clamp that down. Simple as that, you're ready to go. Another unique aspect to TSL is the ankle strap that comes over the front of your boot. That allows this ratchet to be closer to your side. It's super easy to reach, super easy to adjust. I find it to be easier to work with than a traditional around the heel strap. The Symbioz models, there is the original, the Elite, and the Adjust, and all 3 offer this Hyperflex adjustment where, man, the snowshoe frame just bends in such a unique way that you can do a very natural heel-to-toe stride, especially on a packed trail and when you're descending. You really feel that. It conforms to the terrain. It allows that heel-to-toe stride. It feels super natural, really quite unique. And then the talons underneath, these little shark tooth talons are super aggressive. The steel toe plate, the traction's phenomenal, the flex is phenomenal, the binding adjustments are really quite nice. This is a great snowshoe for you to consider. TSL doesn't make men's or women's snowshoes. They make 3 sizes of the snowshoe in each model. So there's a small, medium, and large. And you can choose that according to the snowpack that you're in most often. Small for packed trails, large for breaking a fresh trail in deep snow, mediums for a great all-around fit. Another brand that is awesome and works really good is from Atlas. I brought the Atlas Montane. There's a men's 25 and a women's 23. The big difference between men's and women's snowshoes is the width of the snowshoe. Women's snowshoes are narrower, and that just helps women do a natural stride. They're not having to do I call it kind of that clam search and walk through the mud flats or like a Mississippi mud walk. It's more of a natural stride. You're not having to walk off side to side. One of the most unique things about Atlas and the Montane is the binding is spring-loaded. So as you're striding forward, that spring-loaded is lifting the tail and allowing you to clear your next step, keep the tip up as you're breaking trail, bringing that snowshoe forward without any snowshoe drag from the tail is really quite nice. The Montane binding has a front piece where it stops your boot in the absolute most correct position in the binding for your boot. Super simple, super intuitive. One strap to close, one strap to open, and a traditional heel strap behind. The Montane also has this, I'm not sure if I can show you, but the foot plate is ramped, so you also feel the ball of your foot cup right into that plate, and also just gives you that perfect position of your boot in the binding. Super easy. Climbing bar, excellent traction underneath. The tubing on the Montane is also upgraded. It's hydroformed to be more vertical along the length of the tube. It's round in the back, vertically shaped along the sides, and more horizontally shaped on the tip. And that's just adding a ton of strength to the snowshoe frame. Super strong, very durable. The tubing on the women's Montane is a little bit smaller, saving some weight. The snowshoe sizes here are a 25 or a 30 for men, or a 23 or a 27 for women. And again, that's just kind of picking your snowpack. The weight ranges on these pretty much accommodate all of us. So I like to really think about snowpack, deep snow versus a pack trail. That's going to really kind of let you determine which snowshoe size is the most convenient and the best for yourself. The last snowshoe is from MSR, and this may not be completely fair to show you this because MSR has gone through a binding redesign. They've simplified their binding. While I found this old version quite effective, I really liked it, but the new binding kind of has a webbing mesh over the front, super easy to slide your foot in, eliminates any kind of hot spots, any kind of webbing or straps might produce. So an improvement for sure. The thing that I really like about MSR snowshoes is that the decking is all attached internally of the frame. None of the decking is wrapped to the outside of the frame, which can be a wear spot. Super great design that all the decking's to the inside, super strong, very durable. The new binding is quite effective. You've got a great climbing bar. The frame also has a ton of the traction involved with it. So not only do you have the traditional talons underneath, but this entire length of the frame is also adding torsional strength, traction, side sloping or traversing a hill, super stable. The MSR has a great design. This is the Lightning Descent men's, Lightning Ascent women's, and again, the two snowshoes are just a little bit wider for men, a little narrower for women. Really great, lots of fun snowshoes. You can't go wrong with any three of these brands. TSL, Atlas, MSR, they're all quite good. You know, the great thing about the US, we have tons of choices. There's tons of choices with snowshoes, but hopefully some of these feature highlights will help you choose and find the right snowshoe for yourself. And get out there and have some fun. In the meantime, I'm going to hang by the fire, get my fingers warmed up, and we'll be out and enjoying the day soon. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later.